Okay. I don't think there's anybody in here right now. Should I wait or should I just go? Does it sound good? Does it sound okay? Tell me it sounds okay. Please, I just went on a whole mission for that. You have a cat. His name is Pig. That's cute. That's funny that you named your cat an animal because I named my cat an animal too. Her name's Monkey. Nope, this is Monkey. You should listen to begin the begin. What? I don't know how to read that word. What the hell? Oh shit, that probably did not feel good in your ears. He's a black cat. Is cool though because he's right on my head and I don't know what to do. That's nice. My sister's cat used to sleep on her face all the time. All right. Start sending in those questions for me. If you guys got questions about what it's like being paralyzed, send them in. Can you please tell me what to do, bro? Slowly slide the cat off of your face. I don't know. You subscribed? I appreciate that, bro. For real. I definitely appreciate that. Okay. Let's see. Who's got some questions? What is one part of your morning routine that takes 10 times longer than people think? And what's the hack that you use to get it done? I would say what takes 10 times longer, I would say than normal. Not, I don't like the way that that was worded. I would say that what takes me 10 times longer than normal would be showering. That really, really drives me crazy. I would shower. I struggle to get myself to shower because of how much longer and how much more effort I have to put into showering. Um, Even just like going to the bathroom takes uh, a lot longer as well. So yeah, definitely is not something I look forward to. But it's just shit that you gotta get done. It's just shit that you gotta do to take care of yourself. Um, we'll go on to the next question. Um, can you show or describe your wheelchair or desk setup? What's the most expensive or most worth it piece of gear you own? Um, my wheelchair is just like a basic wheelchair, one that you would use for somebody with a spinal cord injury. Um, my desk, I mean, I don't know. I have an L-shaped desk. I don't know. It's nothing special, but something. Oh, I'm sitting in my electric wheelchair. I have two wheelchairs. I have my manual wheelchair, and then I have my electric chair that I'm sitting in now, which I would say probably is the most worth it piece of gear that I have because it has made my life 10 times easier. It's way easier to get dressed in. It's way easier to get on and off the toilet. Um, I don't, it's just a lot sturdier. Being able to wobble around and not have to worry about tipping and stuff. So that's nice. Um, but I also have a Firefly, and if you don't know what that is, it's basically a scooter that attaches to my manual wheelchair, and I can go vroom with it, and it's a lot of fun. Dog, what are you doing? Animals are psychos. I got psychos for animals. Make sure y'all like the stream. I would really appreciate it. It's my first time going live on YouTube, so show me what's up here on YouTube. This is my smallest platform is on YouTube. I got 100K followers on Facebook, seven almost 75K on Instagram, and then like 7K on TikTok, and then I'm almost to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. So let's get my YouTube up to 1,000 subscribers. I don't know. By next week we could do it. I think we're at like 900 right now. I think that it's very possible. Anyway, I'll go on to the next question. What is the absolute worst accessible hotel room or public space you've ever encountered? What made it so bad? Luckily, I haven't really had to deal with the hotel room situation, um, because I haven't really traveled since my accident. I have actually. I went to Arizona 4 months after my accident, but I have family down there, so I was able to stay with my family, so I didn't have to worry about hotel rooms. But gosh, I'm trying to think of something that was accessible that wasn't. But I hear people online complaining about how um, the showers in hotel rooms are not very accessible. Toilets. Um, I've heard of beds being too tall. Um, what are you doing? Go on. Um, let's see. There have been places that I've seen that say that they're accessible and there's like steps like this, which is not a huge deal for me because I have upper body strength. But for somebody that say, let's say, is a quadriplegic, can't use their hands or their triceps all the way, they're not gonna be able to get over um, little steps like that. So I can definitely see how that would be a problem. Um, what's your rule for when strangers try to help you? Do you prefer they ask first, or are there times you actually appreciate someone just jumping in? I definitely prefer that somebody ask before they just jump in. Because if I'm trying to do something and I know that I got it and somebody's trying to help me, like that gets kind of annoying. I'm not gonna lie. I know that they're doing it to be nice, but I don't know if it's like if you as an able-bodied person were walking up steps and then somebody came and met you at the steps and picked you up and carried you up the steps. Like, I got it. I had it. It was fine. I can do it. But then they just went and did it anyway. So, yeah. That's the best way I can put it to the able bodied perspective. So, for people that, um, you excited for all the liberated Iranian babies? Scouts reporting for duty. But I'm not really, I don't watch the news, so I don't really know about that war bullshit, to be honest. It's probably not even real, if you ask me, honestly. Who knows, dude? I don't know. I'm not getting drafted, though, because I'm paralyzed. That's all I know. What is the most ridiculous or cringe question a stranger has ever asked you in public? Um, Not a question, but statement. I hate hearing this one. Um, you're so bold or you're so brave for even existing. Like, am I just supposed to die? I mean, I wanted to. I really did. I really wanted to die. But I didn't die. I'm here. I'm alive. And it kind of sucks, but you know what? We're here and we're trying to make the best out of it. So, that's just how it's gotta be. I'm wondering if you guys can even hear me very well. Nobody ever said if the audio was good. Hey, you, that one person in the chat, tell me if my audio sounds good. Prince David Bowie or Bruce Springsteen? What the hell kind of question even is that? What is my does my audio sound good? Somebody please tell me if my audio sounds good. What the hell is even that? How's the audio? Somebody tell me. Somebody tell me. Tell me now. No? Nobody's gonna tell me if my audio's good. Tell me if my audio's good. Alright, I'm just gonna go on. Hoping that my audio is fine. Next one is how has being paralyzed changed your social life? Does it make it easier to filter out the fake people quickly? Yeah, I would say so. For sure. For sure, yeah. because as soon as I became paralyzed, that filter immediately hit, and it was like all the people that were friends stopped talking. We stopped talking, stopped hanging out, and all that. And now it's like the people that are real, they try and they try to uh, be present in my life and do things for me and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So definitely yes, I would say definitely, and especially in the dating aspect, it's definitely been a lot harder. Women, women, especially nowadays, are very, very, very picky, and everyone is expecting a Prince Charming, the perfect Prince Charming, but I am not perfect at all. In fact, my bottom half doesn't work, so I'm quite far from perfect. It's the bearded lady from the circus. Who is? You're saying that I am? Fucking weirdo. Hell nah. Mike. Mike C. Weirdo. On the days when the frustration is high, what is the one thought or hobby that pulls you back into a good headspace? Honestly, praying. Praying or meditating, those are like the best things, especially if somebody was to ask me how how to um sorry, I got distracted. Um how to get yourself out of a really bad headspace, I would tell them to meditate or to to pray. Are you Jewish? No, I'm not Jewish. I'm not at all. I'm not. Even if I was, I wouldn't claim to be. Diamond painting? What are you talking about? My roommate is drunk. What should I do? Um, I don't know. Hide in your room. Go get drunk with them. I don't know. Do whatever you want. He lost his job. That sucks. That happens though. He'll figure it out. What is one thing about paralysis that movies and TV shows always get wrong? The bathroom situation. Like the one that makes me laugh is Lost. If you've ever seen the show Lost, can you give him money? You look rich. Ha! That's hilarious. I got two people in my chat right now. You really think I look rich? That's crazy. Crazy work. He's probably got more money than I do. But anyway, I was saying about the TV show Lost. Um, one of the characters in it shattered his whole spine, but yet was only paralyzed from the waist down. And also, he didn't. They didn't ever show him the need for catheters was never. Well, I guess while he was on the island, he did magically get better. I forgot about that. Yeah, that's true. Who have tattoos? They're expensive. Yeah, but I don't know. They're not that expensive. You don't have to be rich to have tattoos. Um, if you could change one thing about the world's infrastructure tomorrow, besides just more ramps, what would it be? Um, less stairs, less stairs, more ramps, less stairs, more even ground, more smooth ground, um, less cobblestone, all that good stuff. You look like a skateboarder. Well, I'm a wheelchair boarder now because I can't use my legs. I used to skate a little bit. I wouldn't have called myself a skateboarder though. All right, let's get some more questions going. Hit the like button on the stream. I know you want to. I've been entertaining, right? Sort of. You're still watching my stream, so. Alright, next question. People often think paralysis just can't move, but can you explain the difference between motor function and sensation? Are there areas where you can feel touch but not move, or vice versa? Yes, so your nervous system is made up of two parts. You have your motor nerves and you have your sensory nerves. And so it is very possible for you to be able to feel but not be able to move, or vice versa, being able to move but not being able to feel. Um, so I can feel um, on my left leg, I can feel from my hip down all the way just on the outside of my thigh, just on the outside of my thigh. And it's very faint the further down you go, but it goes like all the way down to my knee. So yeah, I can't flex or move my thigh at all though. So um, yeah, I can I have some sensory, but I don't have the motor. It's, I mean, as of right now, I should say, I don't have the motor right now. But it's slowly coming back. It's a lot more than what it used to be. Um, but like, so my right side, I have function in my hip. I can flex my hip, but I can't. I don't have any feeling on my hip. So it's like the opposite. I have feeling. Well, I do have some motor in my hip on my left side, but just not down my leg. Monkey, come here. Come here. She was crying. I thought she wanted to hang out with me, but she apparently doesn't. All right. Next question. How does your body handle heat or cold? Is internal thermostat regulation something you have to actively manage throughout the day? Not all the time, but when I get hot, I get hot. I get really hot. If I get cold, I get really cold though. It's it's because my like I said, my internal thermometer doesn't work like normal. It doesn't work like an able-bodied person's uh, internal thermometer would. So when I get hot, I feel like I get overheated very easily. I definitely struggle with the heat more than I do with the cold. But yeah, last summer I didn't even hardly go outside at all because I was overheating as soon as I go outside. The damn sun felt like it was gonna explode last year, but that was my first summer being paralyzed. So I'm just gonna hope that this summer goes better and that I can maybe get used to it because that was bad and it was not fun at all. It was not fun at all. All right, next question. Do you ever experience nerve pain or spasms? How do you explain to someone that a limb you can't move can still feel like it's buzzing or on fire? How you explain that is a great question because I don't really know for sure. I've tried several times, but yes, I struggle with nerve pain really badly. Um, Spasms, I really don't have to deal with at all, really. But I know a lot of people have to deal with it pretty bad. But I don't have to deal with that. But my nerve pain is really bad. It feels like I'm being tased in my thighs, on the inside of my thighs, on the outside of my thighs, all over my thighs. It feels like I'm being tased, or sometimes it feels like I'm on fire. And I've been bugging the doctors ever since I left rehab, and they took me off pain meds that I'm in a fudge ton of pain, and nobody really cares. So I've been having to self medicate. So hooray for our medical system forcing me to medicate myself, which if I ever overdose on accident or I don't know, I can't say overdose on accident because how do you overdose on accident? But if something were to happen to me, then go ahead and blame the damn medical system because they are the ones that should be regulating what I'm taking for pain, not me. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, nerve pain is a bitch. If you're able-bodied and you don't have to deal with agonizing pain every single fucking day, all the time, be fucking grateful because I took that shit for granted so bad, dude. I love water. H2O. Drink water. Um, if money was no what? If money was no object, what's the one piece of futuristic home automation that you'd install to make your life 100% seamless? Um, I would probably install one of those stair chair things that you could get into and it takes you up the stairs so I could have my own bedroom again and not have to live in the fucking living room. Oh my gosh. The second living room, I should say. I have my own space, but it's right outside my brother's room. And I'm sure that he's tired of having me right outside of his room as well. So, yeah. Definitely would be super nice if I could get one of those. But those things are expensive as shit. So, I don't see myself ever getting one anytime soon. Um, what is the biggest pro tip you have for navigating an airport in a chair? And have you ever had a horror story with an airline handling your equipment? No, honestly, I don't. I've never had a horror story so far. So far, they've been all right. So definitely grateful for that. Um, but a pro tip for navigating the airport. Sheesh. Um, it's not cheap, but having one of those fireflies would be super nice. That way you can have one hand on the throttle of the scooter and one hand on your suitcase, so you can pull your suitcase if you're by yourself. Um, like I was. I didn't take my what do you call it, firefly, but I had somebody come into the airport with me and come with me to the checked bag spot where they take your bag. And yeah, so then once they took my suitcase, my hands were free. I had my backpack on my back, and then I was able to just wheel my way through the airport. But yeah, if you're by yourself, definitely look into getting a Firefly because that would make your life quite a bit easier, I would think. Okay, next one For the gamers in the chat, do you use any adaptive controllers or have you found any ways to remap standard buttons to work for you? I have full control of my hands. I am a paraplegic, not a quadriplegic. So that question does not apply to me. I can play video games normally. So thank God. I am very grateful for that. Advocating for yourself and explaining your situation can be exhausting. How do you handle disability fatigue when you just want to be a person and not a teaching moment? You know, I don't I don't really know how to answer that question, mostly because I don't know. I definitely feel that disability fatigue that it's talking about. And I definitely just want to be a person. Like I just want to be seen as a person. So I understand that. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna answer that one because I don't really know 100% how I would want to answer that. So we'll just go to the next one. Who has been the MVP in your life since your injury or during your journey? And what did they do that actually helped instead of just being pitying? My mom and my grandma for sure, and my brother. My grandma because she does my laundry because I can't get to the washer and dryer because there's stairs to get to it. Um, and she drives me places when I need to go places. My mom, same thing, drives me places when I need to go places. Um, takes my garbage out. Sometimes does my laundry, whatever. And she also drove an hour and a half to the hospital that I was staying at every day for a month when I was staying there. So she is definitely the MVP for that. And then my brother, who is also my landlord, I live with him, and he's the MVP for that because I just now, a year and a month later, started getting Social Security benefits. If I wasn't living with my brother, I would have been kicked out onto the street for sure. Not paying rent for a whole year, yeah, I would have been evicted so fast. So, very thankful that I live with my brother and that my brother is my landlord. Definitely, definitely very grateful for that. He's an MVP for that one for sure. No cap. Um, okay. I think we'll do one more since there hasn't been a whole lot of people in here. If you guys have any questions about what it's like being paralyzed, put them in the chat and I will answer them before I end the stream. Alright, if a cure was announced tomorrow, would you be first in line or has this experience become such a part of who you are that you'd have to think about it first? Yeah, no, I'm going straight for that cure. Straight for the cure. Like, I don't know. Like I thought about that when it comes to like my social media, how it's become a part of my identity. But it would be way cooler if I became that guy that recovered from being paralyzed. I would much rather be that guy. That guy sounds way cooler. So definitely running for that cure. 100%. That's what I'm doing. Definitely not even thinking twice. I'm just running straight for that thing. But okay, I think that'll be the last question. I don't think anybody put any questions in the chat. Doesn't look like it. Nobody over there. Okay. Well, it's been a good little live. It was my first time being live on YouTube Shorts. So uh, hopefully we'll get back to it again. I just wanted to see what it was all about. You guys showed out a little bit, but could be better. Not like Facebook, not like Instagram, but hopefully we'll get it up there. So, all right, we'll end it there. As always, love y'all. Please come to Pakistan. Wait, hold on. Why should I come to Pakistan? Tell me why I should come to Pakistan. What are you doing? What are you doing? No, not gonna tell me why I should come to Pakistan. Okay, love y'all.